Hey guys, welcome to day 93 of my carnivore journey. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that has been subscribing. Again, it's so nice to see that our little community here is growing. Guys, just again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, seriously. But with that being said, welcome to my little diary of sorts where I sort of document my journey along the way, tell you guys what I eat, how often I eat, or whatever, I just tell you guys my day, right? And then sometimes my thoughts. And today I am going to be discussing a little bit about is the carnivore journey, is it too difficult? That's something I want to tackle real quick. But let's get into the updates. And that is today I had 3 quarter-pound burgers from McDonald's again. So yes, guys, I know I had to go to McDonald's again. Now, let me explain. We have a new person that's going to be moving in with us. This is a young man he's just having it's basically trying to escape an abusive home. And he's not a minor, he's an adult, but he's still in an abusive home. And, so he's coming into town to live with us for a little bit, so we can, help him get on his feet. But with that being said, anytime you have, somebody coming into your home, you just do some cleaning, right? So my wife spent the day just kind of, cleaning up the kitchen and, all those type of things. And, when I asked her, I said, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" She's like, "Hey, just go to McDonald's. I don't want to cook anything in the kitchen, at all. Everything is like spot clean right now." You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, so that's why we did McDonald's, and I didn't want to dirty the kitchen. So that's the whole deal with that. So I had 3 quarter-pound McDonald's. I did snag a couple pieces of bacon that I had in my leftover stuff. So 2 pieces of bacon, 3 quarter-pounder patties. I did have 2 hard-boiled eggs for lunchtime. I did the same thing I did yesterday. I had one around like 12:30 and one around, I think, 3. So instead of having them together, I just split them up a little bit through the day, or at least through that afternoon a little bit. And it does help to just keep my hunger nice and gone away, and just keeps everything nice and smooth. So little tip for you guys. I think I'm really starting to enjoy that now more than just start feeling maybe a little hungry at some point and then like wait until like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Instead, it's like, if I start feeling hungry, I'll have, but I'm not going to keep that set in stone. Remember, you don't want to get stuck necessarily in just the same routine, which a lot of people love. They love routines. I like routine. But you have to listen to your body. So when I get hungry, I'm just going to have one, and maybe I won't be hungry until 3 o'clock the next day. But when I get hungry, I'm just going to have one. And then when I start to get hungry after that, maybe I'll have the other one. Any case, there you go. But one thing that struck me was I had a moment where, I bought my wife one of those caramel frappes from McDonald's. And, I'm sure there's going to be a few of you in the comments that's going to be like, oh, caramel frappe from McDonald's is, garbage or something. I don't know. But if anybody's ever had a caramel frappe from McDonald's, I think most of you would agree that they are pretty divine. Okay. Now, this is coming from me, my carnivore. I can admit that. Again, there's a lot of things out there that are divine because they're tasty poison. They're amazing. And that's the hook, right? They want you to be hooked on this stuff. They want you to crave that caramel, sugary deliciousness, with the flavors and the coffees and the sweetness. They want that. They want that hook, right? So every once in a while, you're going to feel that. Okay. Or else you're not human. I don't know what to tell you unless you're like an android. But I got McDonald's and I got my 3/4 pound patties, a la carte. But when I got her caramel frappe for her, it's like there was that moment when I just was like, and it was all happened within a matter of maybe 1 second or 2 seconds of thought, maybe. I don't know. It was super quick. But that thought was, is sustaining this carnivore lifestyle, is it too hard on me? Like, is it becoming a chore? And then I thought about it though, and I'm like, and that thought dismissed pretty quick. But then I did start going back and thinking about it on the way home, because I could smell the fries. I had the nice, caramel frappe right there with the whipped cream and the caramel drizzle, all that stuff. And it made me think about that thought. And I started to analyze that. And I thought, every night I'm having to go home, cook me up something. It's just not as convenient. Now, some of you may say, well, Josh, you should prep. You should do some meal prep. That way you can just go home and throw it in the microwave and blah, blah, blah. Like, I get that. But one, I've never gotten into meal prep a lot, which I do. I have like that leftover bacon, right? I prep some bacon, got it in a container, and there you go. So tonight I was able to have a few pieces of bacon. Of course, the eggs I did prep for the week. So I had some eggs to take to work. So I do a certain amount of meal prep. But again, I think and this is what I came to the conclusion. I think the reason why I've had those thoughts is because we've been trained over the years and conditioned over the years to find things that are more and more convenient, right? The explosion of the fast food wars, right? Over the decades of the fast food wars and all these things, trying to get these instant foods, TV dinners. There's a ton of TV dinners. It used to just be like, what was it, like Swanson or something? The old in the tin foil, aluminum foil TV dinners you had to put in the oven, right? And probably maybe even further back. But I'm just saying, as we got into the age of convenience and fast, right? And not to mention, think about the internet now. Now we have all the YouTube, like quick 1-minute meals, 5-minute meals. Here's 30 5-minute meals, or here's 40 2-ingredient meals. Here's 8 this, simple, set it and forget it meals. It's always something of convenience. And most of those recipes, if you look at them, they're not what we would consider healthy as a carnivore or keto, right? And yes, I know there's easy keto or there's easy carnivore. I get that, guys. I get it. I'm just saying, overall, we've been programmed and conditioned to sort of focus more on the enjoyment of food and having it convenient for us, like this addictive food and easily accessible at our fingertips, right? So when we start doing carnivore, we have to actually sort of take a little bit of a step back, and yes, maybe we do meal prep, but it's still, we have to take time on an afternoon to like on our time off to sit there and make the eggs and, whatever, like hard boiled eggs, or, make some bacon, or maybe try to make some ground beef portion through the week, whatever it is, or life in general. And in this case, it was like, life in general. I was prepared to come home and cook, but McDonald's was so easy. And then the temptations of like, maybe I should just go back to eating portions again. So that way I don't have to stress about this and that. I can just go back and, I can have my frappe every once in a while. I can have, some McDonald's French fries, or I can have certain things again. But then the person inside of me, the one that has been enjoying feeling like this. See, that's the thing, is you have to take those moments and you have to take out the impulse. See, the impulse person in me, the fat guy impulse, would have been order a double cheeseburger and eat it on the way home and don't tell anybody. That would have been the impulse. Or get me a frappe and suck it down before I get home, or whatever. You know what I mean? Drive around for a little bit. That would have been the old me, the impulsive, hey, this is what I want. Even old me on the old diets, right? I would cheat on my diets without telling anybody sometimes. In this case, with carnivore, you guys know about the one time I had those couple cookies. That's it. Other than that, I've been faithful. So I think it's important to realize what we're talking about today. It's just, you have to almost uninstall that impulsiveness and install more of a pause button, right? Install that pause button. And so when you have that overwhelming urge to be impulsive and to just dive into some, tasty poison, you've got to stop and say, wait a minute. I have been feeling so good. I have now weighed less than I have in like 4 years. And you guys know that because you saw my 11-year history. So I am now finally getting lower and lower in weight. And now I'm starting to add some weights, some like 5 exercises, which, by the way, I did today. Today was exercise day. So I did my 5 exercises. I did 2 reps. But like, I'm starting to feel better in life. And so the sacrifice, the trade-off of, if I was to dive into some bullshit McDonald's, it's like, I'm going to feel like crap. I'm going to be bloated. I'm going to have guilt. I'm going to have depression. And who knows? It may trigger an F-it button. I don't know that. I can't safely say that if I was to dive into some McDonald's or something, or some naughty food, what I call naughty food, if I was to dive into that, I don't know. I could say, you know what? F it. I'll just disappear off my YouTube channel for a while. And, I'll close the YouTube channel down, whatever. I'll just say, screw it. I don't know. But I don't want that. I don't want that. And I don't want to let you guys down either. I really believe in this, and carnivore is not really that hard. But to answer the overall question, it's not really that hard, and the reward is well worth it. It's well worth it. So, for what that is, for whatever that may help you, or maybe none of it makes sense to you, I don't know. But I'm just speaking my mind, and but guys, I will see you tomorrow for day 94, and we're gonna get there, man. We're gonna get there. Day 180. I can't wait in a way. I gotta put the work in though, But we'll see. We'll just see how everything goes, one day at a time. All right, guys. Bye.